He's in the middle, eh?
No, man.
Save it for tomorrow.
You can have that one.
Musical chair.
You made me sit in the middle because it broke or what?
I was on it yesterday.
Hello and welcome to the 2023 Hankook London E-Prix post-race press conference for the first of the doubleheader here in London. Safe to say, pretty of a boring race that, wasn't it? Obviously I'm joking. Joining us on the stage is of course Jake Dennis, Avalanche Andretti, Mitch Evans from Jaguar TCS Racing and Sébastien Buemi from Envision Racing. Mitch, congratulations on the win. We're going to come to you first. I imagine mixed feelings. Race win, huge points in the team's championship. You did absolutely everything that could have been possibly asked of you today, but the Jake Dennis train is a hard one to stop.
Yeah, I tried. Obviously that Rome mistake hurts more now, but it's obviously over the course of the whole championship. It's not just one race. Yeah, I came in to just try and, I just wanted to try and take the fight to tomorrow. Obviously, we've got a more realistic chance in the team, so that's definitely, definitely probably more of a priority than the drivers before today. But yeah, I did all I could. Obviously, that grid penalty didn't help, but I was able to be quite aggressive in the race at the start, make some moves. It cost me some energy, but at least I got some track position, and then yeah, I found myself in the lead, which I was not really expecting, to be honest, but I took it and just wanted to then play it smart for the rest of the race. It was still a long way to go. So yeah, I was trying to recover my energy a little bit before that first red flag. So was able to, just the nature of the track, it was relatively okay to do that. And then yeah, then we had the red flags, a few stoppages. Apart from that, it was all pretty good. Just just in terms of getting my attack in was probably the most nerve-wracking part of the race towards the end, because it's quite an awkward attack zone here, and a lot of people are missing the loops. So I just wanted to make sure I got that done, which we did. And then yeah, just obviously tried to run the laps down. So from my side, still chaos, but obviously got it done. And obviously, I just want to congratulate Jake on his World Championship. Yeah, obviously, between I think the three of us that came into this, race possible of winning, we all deserved it in different ways. But Jake's been solid all year, and full credit to him and his team. Yeah, I would have liked to, as I said, take it to tomorrow, but it's just not meant to be. So another year where I'll say, hopefully next year.
That attack mode activation zone you talked about then, seamlessly done, I think one of the best we've seen since attack mode was introduced. How was that race to manage from inside the car? Because obviously there's so much going on. Once you got the lead, you held it well. Were you aware of the driver championship changes that were going on throughout the race from inside the car?
Not till quite late in the race. Just I saw on the big screen Nick was out of the race. So and then it was just a matter of seeing where Jake was, and at one point I think he was still had a few attacks to go. He missed a few attacks. I was hoping that would play into my favour, which I think it did. But then, yeah, then obviously he was able to make some ground back with different things happening. So at one point I thought, yeah, we were on for tomorrow, but then it quickly changed. So yeah, I wasn't getting that much. Once you're in the lead, you kind of just, as long as you do your job, you can't really control anything behind you. So, and then obviously once I knew the team said once he's in third, he's got it. So, not much I can really do apart from unless you want to do something, try and attempt something silly, which obviously is not really in my nature.
So there's obviously still lots to play for in the team's championship. I think there's just 8 points now between you and the customer team of Envision. Lots of guests of big names for JLR and the Jaguar world here, hoping that will happen. Today must have given you or helped you believe and given you the confidence that is up for grabs tomorrow.
Yeah, like as I said, it's definitely coming into the weekend. We knew that was more of a realistic chance, just because of the gap to the guys ahead. And obviously, you got 2 cars trying to get those points. So yeah, it's going to be a tense battle tomorrow with these guys. Both of them are really quick. Both Seb and Nick have been very, very fast this weekend. So Sam and I are going to have to be on our game. Obviously, we also work very closely with each other. So, but I think it's just a testament to to how Jaguars produce a really incredible powertrain, and both teams are operating very well and highly, and also all 4 drivers. So it'll be a good battle, and hopefully we can obviously get it done. It will mean the world to my team. So and yeah, there's some big dogs here from the board and our CEO. So I'm sure they'll be happy with that.
Congratulations again on the win. Now, Jake, moving on to you. A huge congratulations, world champion, mate. Possibly the most dramatic way to do it, but still done nonetheless.
I mean, yeah, I think nobody expected that race. Multiple safety cars, red flags, crashes, left, right, centre, and I felt like everything was just thrown at me. Missing attack from my behalf, and just so many emotions, especially after the first red flag. I just felt like the whole race was just caving in against me for multiple reasons, and it was just really hard to control my emotions. I mean, when I was driving, it wasn't so bad in terms of I do the typical rant to my engineer. He just takes on the chin, but he knows that. But yeah, it's really after the red flag I was like, man, everyone's out to get me. But we managed to turn it around and keep our composure. The pace was always strong, but it's always that risk versus reward. I knew Nick was out of the race, but I knew Mitch was at the leading, and it was just who you fight, who you don't. People dive bomb you because you're vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, we crossed the line, we became world champion, and I mean, it was just a relief, emotions, something I've never experienced ever in my life, and to become world champion is something which we all dream of. I mean, Seb's obviously already done it before, and the level what me, Mitch, and Nick have worked at this year is so high. You do a good lap, and they're just on your tails, or you're just ahead of them, and it's relentless between us 3 this year, and yeah, it took it right down to the wire, but I'm thankful I can sleep tonight, I can enjoy tomorrow, no stress, and just drive around and have a bit of fun, because Rome and here has been yeah, intense.
I'd like to just get a bit more of an insight into how it was for you inside the car as the race was unfolding and all the events were kind of one after the other. What communications were you getting about the standings in the car?
Honestly, not a huge amount. I asked where do I need to finish, because I knew Nick was out, and they were like 3rd, and I was really thrown off by that, because I thought I just needed 6 points, and they were like, no, if Mitch wins, he's back in it. So I was like, I'll go again then. Okay, so then it's like, okay, I still need to somehow finish on the podium, and I was 5th at that point. So I was really like, I couldn't believe it when they said that to me, and then from that point, they just sort of left me to it, apart from like maybe the last lap where they're like, okay, this is enough, or last 2 laps, like, don't do anything stupid, this is fine. But yeah, before that, there was so many other things going on, dive bombs, missing attack. It was just trying to keep my calm in terms of all of that, and then just trying to execute a good race, because obviously further you drop back, more you're in the danger zone, and it was a really chaotic race in terms of there's debris all over the circuit, and trying to keep your front wing, which isn't easy in this car, alive, was priority.
As we've talked about, this was the first of double-header teams battle with the manufacturer team Porsche, still ongoing. I think there were just 3 points in it between you and them. How would that feel also to be able to get the bragging rights there as well as the driver's title?
I mean, maybe for the big boys it's a big thing, and maybe Michael and Roger, but then obviously for me, whatever happens tomorrow, I'll go home a happy man. Yeah, I'll celebrate Sunday night, and yeah, whether I finish or not, I'm really not too fussed. I'm just going to really try to enjoy tomorrow, have a bit of fun with my engineers and with my mechanics, and just enjoy the day, because it's not very often you get to race at this high level in front of this many fans and your family, and with no pressure, and to do it when you're world champion is something which I don't think I'll ever have again. So it's to do it with a race spare is rare. So yeah, I'll just enjoy tomorrow.
Just finally,
I'll just circulate at the back and just have fun.
Just finally, to touch upon that feeling of crossing the line. I mean, I watched a lot of the race from your garage, and the feeling there, the shared emotion there, I was feeling it with them. It was crazy. Being on home soil, the first British champion in Formula E on British soil, how did that feel?
lost for words when I crossed the line, and apart from just shouting. Wasn't words. It was just emotion. I felt like I could hear the team when I crossed the line inside their garage. You know, we've got some really passionate people inside my team, and yeah, for them it's just means the absolute world to them, and to see how happy it makes them really brings so much joy. You know, it's not just my emotions, it's everyone else. Everyone puts so much hard work into this. It's not just my team, you know, it's these guys. They're working relentless hours, fixing cars, and yeah, you really get to share your ups and downs with them, and to come out on top is a testament to what an incredible season we've had, and the hard work we put in.
Congratulations again. Sébastien, moving on to you. It feels crazy having some of the great performances you've had this season, for this to be the first time we've had you in the press conference after the race with the podium. Very dramatic race for you today. Good points for you to help the team championship as well, to maintain that lead. Not easily come by as well in a race like today. Talk us through it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of disappointed for the team really today. We had a good plan. We managed to put the car first and second after the first 3 corners. And then I did everything I could for Nick to be able to take his attack, you know, and stay in the lead. And then, yeah, we wanted, obviously, to give me the opportunity to take the attack as well. And then I missed one of the attack, which obviously was, I think cost us the win today. If I would not have missed it, it would have been a different story. But as Mitch said, it was really hard to make sure you would nail those 2 attacks. Those loops were really hard to get. And then of course, the contact with Nick was really unfortunate, and we need to review for that not to happen again. Yeah, so I mean, it's a podium, but really disappointed really with the outcome. I think we would have had a much better day.
What can you tell us about that moment with Nick earlier in the race? Was it just a simple miscommunication? How did it unfold?
Yeah, we still need to review. Obviously, you know, I was willing to help him out. That was the whole idea of the day. But you know, you have people under-consuming massively in front of you. You have that Constantino effect. You know, it's really difficult to keep your nose clean. And then, of course, to let someone by between turn 2 and 5, it's really difficult. You know, it's very narrow. And obviously, if they would have told me to let him by, I would have done so, but in a safe place. You know, not like that. You don't want to lose an extra position by letting someone by. So we need to review that and come back tomorrow. I think we have a great car. Jaguar has done a great job, and the team as well. So I guess we'll have a good opportunity tomorrow to fight again.
So the team's championship battle with the powertrain manufacturer, Jaguar, still very, very much on. How might the focus change now within the team to make up for the lost driver title opportunity today, but then make sure that you bring home the team's one?
Yeah, I mean, that was also already clear before the weekend. We wanted to do both, but now clearly it's the team championship, and it starts with a good qualifying. Tomorrow, obviously, the energy management will be kind of different, so the qualifying will be extremely important.
What more can you say about tomorrow in terms of the lap difference? 2 laps less, how might that change the style of racing?
I guess it's going to be boring, yeah, because I don't think we're going to expect any overtaking unless it's wet, or you know, unless people are trying to save a lot of energy. It's going to be a bit different. It's going to lock out a bit quicker than it did today.
Well, having said that, the weather might play into it as well, looking at the forecast. So, time for a few questions from the floor. Anyone want to ask a question?